Sunrise 10. Student's Book. Literary Reader. Around the World in 80 Days, by Jules Verne. Episode 1. The Journey Begins. Mr. Phileas Fogg was tall, good-looking and about 40 years old. He owned a large house in an expensive part of London. His life was simple and quiet, and he did the same things, at the same times, each day. He always got up at exactly 8 a.m., had breakfast at 8:25 and washed at 9:35 each morning. Mr. Fogg lived alone and needed a servant to look after him. He never had visitors, but on the morning of Wednesday, the 2nd of October 1872, he was waiting for a new servant to come to the house. There was a knock at the door and a strong young man of about 30 years of age came in. "I understand that your name is Passepartout. Where are you from?" asked Phileas Fogg. "Yes, my name is Joan Passepartout and I am from France. I am honest, and I have had several different jobs. I used to be an acrobat in the circus. And after that I was a firefighter in Paris. Now I hope to live a quieter life in England," said the Frenchman. "I hear that you work hard, Mr. Passepartout. I am happy for you to be my new servant. You can start today." Phileas Fogg picked up his coat and hat, and he left the house at exactly 11:30. He walked to the Reform Club. He did not work. And he went to the club almost every day. There, he always read newspapers and played cards with other rich men. Later that day, he met 5 friends there, and they started playing a game of cards. "Have you heard the news?" said Stuart, one of the men. "Someone has taken £55,000 from the Bank of England. They think it was a well-dressed man who was seen in the bank. The police have sent detectives all over the world, but I don't think they will ever find the robber. The world is just too big. The world has grown smaller than you think. With fast ships and new railways, you could now travel round the world in only 80 days, said Phileas Fogg. "That's not possible," replied Stuart. "No one can do it in 80 days. I believe that I can do it. If I can't, I will give you £20,000, said Mr. Fogg in a quiet voice. The 5 men talked about Mr. Fogg's idea and finally they said, "We agree." "Good. There's a train that leaves London at 9:15 this evening. I will leave today and will return to London, to this same room, before 8:45 p.m. on Saturday the 21st of December, or I will give you £20,000, said Phileas Fogg quietly. Mr. Fogg finished the game of cards and walked home. He put £20,000 into a large bag, and he gave it to his new servant. "Passepartout, put some of our clothes into this bag. I am traveling round the world. And I want you to come with me," he said. "Round the world?" said Passepartout, surprised. "Yes, in 80 days, and we leave this evening at 8:45. Passepartout finished packing the bag. And they took a taxi to Charing Cross train station in central London. Phileas Fogg bought 2 tickets to Paris. Then he said goodbye to his 5 friends, who were waiting at the station. Mr. Fogg and Passepartout climbed into the train. 5 minutes later, Phileas Fogg's long journey started as the train moved slowly away from the station. Facebook and YouTube Saif Nasser Ali. Taktok Town, Kurdistan Region, Iraq.